You're watching Inside Texoma. Joining me now, the Red River Roller Derby, and we are so excited that you are all here today. We have a couple of ladies and the coach from the team representing. Joining me now is Stephanie Bryan. She is Roadblock Diva. Yes. And we also have Michelle Odiesti, who is Bella Barbie, and Coach Jay Warren, Real Karma. Okay, so just to make sure we get this right for everybody at home, whenever we say Roadblock Diva, I mean, that is your name and so on whenever you're out there playing, correct? That's what you're known as.
Definitely, and when I'm around the roller derby girls, somebody calls me Stephanie, I wouldn't even pay attention to it, that I am Diva.
Yes. I love it. So how important are these names, and you know, how does that play into roller derby, and is it just another part of it and another character that you can really get into when you're out there playing?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's for some people it's like an alter ego. You know, it's their second personality. When you get out on the track, you become something totally different out there, and every derby player knows what I'm talking about. So that becomes their personality on the track, or you know, however they get their name. You know, teams will give you a name, you'll give yourself a name, however you come about it. It's fun. That's part of the fun in derby, right there.
I love it, yeah. Just kind of starting from the very beginning, though, your team was founded, I believe it was last year, so not too far from celebrating that one-year anniversary. Can you just tell us how that kind of all happened and how you each became a part of that, but really just how it formed and you became what's known as Triple RD?
Well, we started with a different team. A few of us decided to split off and start Triple RD. And in November, we founded Triple RD. We hooked up with Real Karma over here, and he came on board, and he's been coaching us, and we just went on from there.
And it's actually a pretty cool story because he plays pro, I understand, with a group of men in the Dallas area, and so, you know, that's pretty awesome that you have a coach from the Dallas area giving you tips and everything.
Yes,
Definitely.
I play for Dallas Deception. We've been in the league for 6 years, and what we like to do is network with some of these smaller teams that are just getting started, give them our services and coaching, and set some bouts up and get them rolling on the roller derby road. That way we can grow our sport. That's what we're all about.
How is the women's league, you know, a little bit different? Because, you know, they're out there to win too whenever they're out there playing.
Women's league, I would say right now it's a lot more competitive just because of the numbers. As opposed to the men's, we're kind of just getting started within the past 2 or 3 years on a nationwide scale. So the women have tons more derby than the men have right now. But we also have co-ed leagues. A lot of the men practice with the women. So there's plenty of couples in derby, you know, that the man plays and the woman plays. Or you'll have a woman that starts playing, and 3 months later, her husband's been coming to every practice, and he wants to get some skates, and then next thing you know, he's traveling with us playing derby. There'll be an extension of Dallas Deception, which where we have the men starting here. We don't have enough of them to bout. There's only 3 right now, which we welcome any of them that want to know how to skate to come train with us. But yeah, we don't do the co-ed bouts yet. We're working towards that, but they can do a men's bout and a women's bout, you know, separately.
It's something that's so neat to see how much it's grown in Texoma, you know, and really just the interest. Were you surprised, you know, over the year? Has it grown? Have you seen more and more people come in? Because I understand that Diva here joined you guys, you know, a little bit later. So have you enjoyed the growth of seeing all of this?
Yes, I mean, we started off so small, and we're actually growing now. In fact, last night we had 5 more people that are interested in playing with us, just from our bout that we had 2 weeks ago. So it's pretty exciting.
That is neat. Now, can you tell me, Diva, excuse me, can you tell me how you really got involved in this, and, you know, what grabbed your interest? How did you even know that roller derby was something you wanted to do?
Well, actually, Triple RD always does lots of community work, helping out the community. And I was with a different group that I found doing some volunteer work, and they came out, and you know, all the ladies looked really neat, and they just really nice. So they, you know, invited us out to their mashup they had like a couple months later. I went and saw that and just loved it.
And I stalked her.
Recruited her to join your group, huh?
Yes, I did.
So how has it been? I mean, was it something were you a little unsure or intimidated at first? Like, I don't know if I can do it, because when you're watching, it's so exciting and so awesome, and I don't know if, if I could do it, but how exciting. So do you just encourage them? There's training involved, and they'll teach you if you really want to join?
Definitely. They teach you everything, and also all the ladies have always been really, really supportive. I mean, when I first got out there, we're called meatballs, and we're out there at practice, and, we have these different skill tests we have to pass, and the ladies would always come out there, help us skate through, get our minimum amount of laps we have to get, even if they finish theirs, they come back around and skate with us, push us,
Yeah.
So it's been great, really great.
Sounds like a sisterhood then, is forming
Definitely.
through this.
Yeah.
Now, how many times a week? No doubt then, huh? And I'm sure you can see that through coaching these ladies. Are you impressed with, their growth over time?
Oh, yes, definitely. And the rate at which they learn in each practice, and I feed them more derby, it's just, they're just like, eat it all up, And a part of being a coach is to teach them that sisterhood and what it takes within our sport to form that sisterhood, being fundraisers, helping the vets out, getting together away from being on skates and doing things together that creates that trust on the track. So that's part of the coaching too.
Absolutely. That's a great point with any team. So, something that you ladies sounds like you've had no problem learning. So
it's hard to keep them in line sometimes.
Well, we are going to hear so much more, because not only is this a fun and exciting thing in Texoma that seems to be growing, but like they briefly mentioned, it's also something that reaches out to so many organizations and nonprofits here. So a closer look at how you guys are helping change the lives of so many after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, I am joined with Triple RD. We are talking all about the roller derby, Red River Roller Derby. Specifically here, joining me again, Diva. We have Bella Barbie, who is also the captain of the team. I wanted to mention that, and their coach, Real Karma. So they've been giving us the ins and outs of all of this, and I love it. And we were talking just before the break about how much you guys really do for the community, and really a big part of this is just that, being able to do that outreach. So what is the connection between roller derby and helping others?
My view on that is we're teaching like the young ones, because 98% of our team is in their 20s. So some of us that are a little bit older know about giving back to the community, however they don't. So we're actually teaching them and showing them through example how good it is to give back. And we use roller derby as the fun part of it, as the catalyst, but we actually are more about the community service, and just, roller derby is a plus for us.
And you were telling me something a little bit earlier about her that you said you wanted to share.
Yes, definitely. Our team captain, she's pretty awesome. She thinks outside the box a lot. One day we were in the park and we were skating, and she mentioned how hot it was outside, and we're like, okay, yes, it's hot, but she's like, okay, well, tomorrow instead of practice, why don't we go down to the mission and hand out popsicles? And that's something most people don't think about, the small things that really matter.
Sure.
And all those people were so excited to get those. They sat outside in the shade, they were all thankful for it, and just little small things like that she always thinks of, and we really appreciate her for that.
I love it. Little small things that make a big difference.
Definitely.
Huh? So,
Thank you.
and again, going into the lives of others, teaching them to do the same. So what a great thing. Now, you actually have some games coming up, because I know everybody now is like, well, I want to go see them play. So when is their next opportunity to do that and to come out and watch Triple RD?
Well, for Triple RD, our next two home games are September 15th and September 29th, with our final game being October 20th. And then we do have one where some of our players are going to be playing with Deception on the 18th of August, right?
Yes, actually, they're coming up to playing a bout, and then also the men's team is playing Minnesota, which tells if we go to the championships or not. So it's going to be a big bout up there in Dallas, and we sell those tickets right here with Barbie and them here in Wichita Falls. and there's a convoy that goes up there, you know, to watch the bouts. So those are the bouts coming up.
And when is that? That's going to be in
That's
August?
on August 18th at 7 p.m.
August the 18th. Wow, how impressive, and so cool that your coach is part of this team,
Definitely. We're excited.
A lot of pride in a big old group from Texoma rooting you on, so that's really awesome. And again, the September game, and I know it hasn't been designated per se yet, but one of those games going to be helping out a charity right here at
Absolutely,
home, correct?
always.
And really, what are some of the recent charities that you guys have helped out with? I understand a vet was one of the things that some of the donations went to. How do you select those, and what are some of the ones that you have helped?
It really just comes as a story. People approach us, and then we discuss it at our meetings on which story has touched us the most at that time. One of our players, her son is autistic. So what we're going to do in January is we're all going to start preparing ourselves for a marathon to run and help raise money for that. So that should be interesting. And the rest of it just depends on who approaches us and what we can do.
I love it. So sometimes it's not even on the skates, like you were saying,
Right.
huh? Just other things that's going on. Well, if anyone's wanting to get involved, what is the best way they can go about that? If they're looking to join Triple RD, how do they do that?
They can find us on Facebook under Red River Roller Derby, on the internet at www.redriverrollerderby.net. There's a contact form on there. Just send in the information. We'll get with you. Or find us. We're always out and about, so always.
Lots of ways to get involved, I'm
Yes.
sure, as well. So can you leave us with a final thought and really how this has changed your life?
It's definitely changed my life in a lot of ways. You know, I love to give back to the community, so I've been able to get involved with that as well through roller derby. But also just, it keeps you in shape. That was always one of the things I struggled with was weight, and so now I don't have to eat nearly as good. I can have 2 cheat days instead of 1 and still continue to lose weight. So definitely love roller derby because of that, and just, you know, being a part of a team. It's always nice, but definitely if there's anyone out there that wants to join, find us on Facebook.
Right.
It's so much fun, and once you start, you'll love it. You love it.
What about you? How has it really changed your life?
Well, I'm kind of the older of the group, so this is like my final window. So it was nice to get back with a group of women. It's kind of like a dysfunctional sorority. So it is kind of nice to be able to do that because we wouldn't have been friends or talked. This group would have never met. But together, when we're on roller derby, we work.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see all that. It's nice to be a part of the community and be able to help, not just gripe about it, but actually bring solutions to it. So we would, you know, anybody that wants our help or is interested in, you know, getting with us for their organization, just contact us. We'll put you on the books and see what we can do. Oh, and don't forget Junior Derby.
And Junior Derby, yes. Want to definitely quickly mention that.
In Dallas, we've got a big, 2 or 3 big juniors leagues, and in the future here in Wichita Falls, Texas, we've got Junior Derby coming. So if you're interested in that, you can get in touch, you know, Facebook these guys, these girls, I should say.
I love it. And what about you? You know, you're coaching these ladies and really helping them grow. How's it really changed you since you joined their team?
Well, I learn a lot from these ladies, of course, coaching them. You know, I learn something new every time I come up here and coach them. Just to be able to, you know, give my skills to the ladies and then watch it come to life out on the track from what they've learned from going. Some of these girls, I saw them, and the first time I saw them, they couldn't even stand on their skates. Now I've got them going around the track playing derby.
Yeah.
So just that in itself right there, it's with each and every girl, it's an accomplishment. So that's kind of how it affects my life.
Pretty cool to see.
A little bit of the way it affects it anyway.
Yeah. Well, we again appreciate all of your time and all that you do for Texoma. It's pretty awesome to see that all come together. So in a fun way too. Well, thanks again, and thank you, Texoma, for joining us. We'll see you back here next Sunday morning for another look inside Texoma.